Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's time for chapter 9 in Breaking Point story mode. It was an epic series till now. I think hope you enjoyed the storyline, and let's move on to this chapter 9. So as you can see in the news feed, I think it is Dutch Grand Prix. So chapter 9, I think it is about Dutch Grand Prix. So Ackerman is a Dutch, so I think it's his home race, as well as Max Verstappen. So this is the first time we are playing Dutch Grand Prix, and I think in F1 2021 also we have Dutch Grand Prix. Let's listen to Zoe.
Daddy!
Hey, Lils. What have you been doing today?
I drew a picture.
Yeah? What's it a picture of?
It's a secret.
Okay. Well, maybe you'll show it to me later.
Maybe. Will you win today, Daddy?
I hope so, Lils. Hey, can I ask you a question?
What's the question?
Who's your favorite racing driver?
You are.
Yeah, just checking. Can I speak to Mommy now?
No.
Okay.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Lily.
Okay, typical daughter and dad conversation, and also her favorite driver is none other than her dad itself. So no surprises there. Anyway, we can see some news feeds there, and I think it's a Dutch Grand Prix, as I told before. So it's his home Grand Prix. So it's Casper Ackerman's home Grand Prix. I think everybody is wishing. Let's see what we can do in Dutch Grand Prix. So Dutch Grand Prix is may not be my favorite, but I'm not slow there. So let's move on to the race. So as you can see, it's Dutch Grand Prix race day. That means we are not starting from middle of the race or something. I think it's a complete race, I believe. So we have to start from as usual, and then complete the race, I guess. So anyway, I think I'm expecting commentary from David Croft. Maybe, yes, I think so. And let's listen to David Scott commentary.
Hello and welcome to Zandvoort for another round of Formula One action. Zandvoort circuit, 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left, with plenty of steep camber and elevation changes to keep our drivers on their toes throughout a 2.6 mile lap. And so here we are, Zandvoort. If there's one thing you can guarantee, it's the incredible atmosphere these Dutch fans provide. The sea of orange shirts as much a part of the Grand Prix as the track itself. Max Verstappen, always a home favourite, but in the midfield, all eyes on Aston Martin's Casper Ackerman. He'll be looking to turn around a poor patch of form, and what better time to do it than here, in front of his home crowd. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Leclerc, Sergio Perez and Bottas, Sainz, Ackerman, Fernando Alonso and Daniel Ricciardo, Gasly, Jackson, Esteban Ocon and Tsunoda, Butler, Giovinazzi, George Russell and Nikita Mazepin, Mick Schumacher and Nicholas Latifi. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
The crowd's all behind you today, Cass. Let's use that momentum and see what you can do out there.
Okay, let's move on to this raid. I think I have to choose some strategy as well as some car setup. I think we will have a chance to do that. I think it's a one-stop strategy. There is no other option there. So it's either mediums to soft or hard to soft or medium. I think medium to soft will be the faster strategy. And I'm also going with more wing because it's Dutch Grand Prix. So most of the things are corners, high-speed corners and slow speed corners, but straight I think only one straight we have. So anyway, Moving on to this race, I think I should be aiming for podium. Maybe that's the expectation, and also could be the objective, and it will be pretty tough starting from that position. I think we are not even in top 10 position there, so it will be difficult. But let's see, we can get something out of it, especially at the start. Maybe we can get some positions, and let's hope we can get something out of it. I mean, we have to showcase that Ackerman is the man. And even though he's pretty old, I think he should have the pace similar to Raikkonen or Alonso, who are also pretty old in 2021. And anyway, moving on to this, I think we are position 9. That's good enough. I think half my lights illuminate, and then it goes off, and away we go. I think I got a great start. Maybe I can overtake both us there. I got a glitch somewhere there, I bet. Anyway, moving on to this. Oh my god, I made a contact with Leclerc. Hopefully I don't get any damage there. And oh yeah, so he's still there. He's still there in the inside, but I have the corner here, so it's pretty heavy. The car feels heavy here. This is the first time I'm playing Dutch Grand Prix, so let's see if it is similar to F1 2020. I hope it is similar, because this is a new track which is introduced in 2020 itself, so there won't be much changes compared to the 2020 game. So hopefully we can maintain the pace here and challenge for P4, because I feel we don't have the pace to challenge for podium. I don't know. We have to wait and see. Currently we have Norris and Perez in front of us. I think I don't know whether we have the pace. So let's see. Let's wait and see. I think we should be able to catch Norris for sure, because I think McLaren is a bit slower, at least in the game, compared to Aston Martin. But we have to wait and see. So it's 7/10 of a second, and just exploring this track for the first lap, because even though I know this track, I should be careful there. But I think especially in the banked curve there before the straight, I lost the back there. I think I somehow controlled it. I think I should watch out for that. Maybe in this game the downforce is a bit less compared to the last year's game, so that's the reason I'm losing the back end there by pushing hard. So I have to just ease my throttle there in that corner, but in the previous games I don't have to do that. But anyway, so I think I'm very close to Norris. I think Perez is going away, pulling away from Norris, so which is bad for me. I have to overtake Norris as soon as possible. I think Norris has little bit less pace compared to us, and also compared to Perez. I think I'm matching Perez, but still because of Norris I'm not able to push forward. So hopefully at least in this lap I should be able to overtake Norris. I'm trying my best. Let's wait and see. I'm very close to Norris in this section, but as soon as the section opens up, I think he's pulling away. Maybe that's the acceleration, and let's see whether I can do something here. The pass, I'm very close to this section. Yeah, especially Norris is pretty slow there. I think even the AI is lifting a bit in that corner because of loss of downforce compared to previous years games. So anyway, I think that overtaking is done, and Norris, I think pretty much sitting duck in the straight. I think I had a lot of straight line speed compared to them, but anyway, it's time for me to attack Perez and maybe try to catch Verstappen. So two Dutchmen in the Dutch Grand Prix. Let's see who prevails. Maybe both of us in podium. That would be nice. But let's wait. We are to catch one more position here. So Perez usually will be slower compared to Verstappen, even though the cars are same, because of the driver stats. I think Verstappen is 95 rated and Perez is somewhere around 84 or 86 rated. So he'll be pretty slower, and if you count player rating based on the tracks, I think we should be somewhere around 94 to 95. So we will be faster than our teammates for sure. As we can see, there is no Jackson here, so I can't see any Jackson in the top 6 at least. So in that aspect, I think we should be rated at 100 maybe. Yeah, so we will be faster than Max Verstappen in the same car. But in this car, I think we may not be faster, because I'm hardly catching Perez here. So he's still 1.5 seconds ahead of us. I'm losing time somewhere. I have to see where I'm losing it, and I have to correct that area. and let's see. I think I'm losing a lot of time because in this game, as I told, the aerodynamics are reduced compared to the previous game because of regulation change. But anyway, now I think I got the grips of this Dutch Grand Prix, and I should be able to catch Perez, hopefully, and maybe overtake him. I'm just struggling to maintain the car in the track because of less downforce. Maybe it is F1 2021 game early stages, or it could be because of the less downforce which we have. But anyway, moving on to this lap 4, I'm still on the same position as before. I think 1.5, 1.6 seconds behind the Perez. And the end of this lap 4, I'm still the same time. I almost lost 2 tenths there, but I should be able to gain that much time back in the straight. So I'm not sure why the AI cars are slower in the straight. Maybe they have more downforce than me, so that could be a mistake from my side. Maybe in the setup, I just went with the setup which is similar to F1 2020, but I think it's not a good setup, maybe, especially in the corners. But anyway, it's good to have a good straight line speed compared to AI. Maybe I can be a bit closer than them in the straights so that I can overtake. I lost the back end there, but I also got the purple sector one, so the pace is still there. So I should just utilize every bit of the track and then get that additional time compared to Perez. So this time I'm close. Maybe by the end of this section and before the final straight, if I am somewhere close to 1 second, then I think I should be able to pretty much overtake in the next few laps. And moving on to lap 7 here, I think I'm close. As you can see, I'm pretty close to Perez, so this is where I should be able to overtake or aim to overtake him. Maybe a dime bomb in the inside or on the outside. This corner gives that option, so we can go even in outside and overtake, also as well as inside we can overtake. So let's see, I'm very close. Maybe I'll go with the inside, make a dime bomb. Yeah, so that's pretty good overtake, I would say. Perez did not have anything, and we can see in the replay mode it was a nice camera angle there, so especially coming out of this banked corner. And yeah, it's pretty easy overtake, at least from that angle. But in the TV pod angle, I think camera angle, it was more aggressive time bomb there. But anyway, moving on to this, I think Verstappen is 2.7 seconds still in front of us, so maybe we have an opportunity to catch Verstappen. Let's wait and see. But I'm losing time because of unforeseen mistakes which I'm seeing going over the curb. I think in this game the curbs are even more dangerous compared to F1 2020, so any slight touch to the curb, I think there is a high probability of spinning, losing the rear and just spin out. And also there's a high chance of losing a lot of time. I think I made a mistake in that corner, so it got an opportunity for Perez to come back at us. He overtook us, but I think I have the inside line for this corner, so I should be able to overtake pretty much, or keep the position also. And that allowed Verstappen to pull away from us. I think 2.8 seconds to 3.8 seconds. So it's 1 second he pulled in that corner. So that was the mistake I did. So in Dutch Grand Prix, that's how it is. Maybe anyway, we'll move to this pit stop. Maybe I wanted to catch Verstappen in pits, so maybe undercut him, but I'm not sure what we can do here, because 3 seconds, 3.5 seconds is pretty far compared to pit window, the undercut window. Undercut window is usually 2 seconds or less than 2 seconds. If you put before the car which is in front and come back and do an excellent outlap, I think we should be coming in front of them when they pit. That's what undercut is all about. But I think Verstappen has more gap than undercut time. So yeah, it's somewhere around 3.5 seconds. Even though I'm in soft tires, I should be gaining on him, maybe around 1 second or something, but not more than that. So anyway, let's see whether we can overtake Verstappen in the softs, maybe. And I can see Jackson here in front of us, so he's stuck at 11th place. Pretty lonely race, I would say, because Gasly is too far ahead, 4 seconds ahead of him. And yeah, maybe that's what it is. Jackson, I think, struggled last year. I think after the final race where he crashed with us. Oh my god, He was damn slow in that corner, so maybe his tires are dead. I think that's why he's very slow in that corner. Maybe he'll go for the pit in this lap. But anyway, which gives us a DRS advantage here, so we should be able to overtake him pretty much easily. I think he should not be any threat to us. And I don't think he has gone for the stop also. Maybe his tire is dead, but he's still going on. I don't know. We also started in medium tires, so yeah, I think Ackerman is good in tires, I guess, compared to Jackson, or maybe vice versa. Maybe Jackson is good in tires. That's the reason he went for another lap, but Ackerman is not. Yeah, he also had a similar thing in last chapter where he struggled in Bahrain Grand Prix, especially in the tires, and made a bad call on strategy. Maybe from his side it was a good strategy, but team perspective I think it's not a good strategy to have a double stop. But anyway, moving on to this lap 10, I think I got a purple sector there. So, but as you can see, Verstappen has pitted and come back ahead of us, and he still maintained the same gap, so we did not gain anything out of it, out of undercut. So it is pretty much same time. Maybe I would have gained around a half a second or something, but not more than that. So maybe that's it, I guess. Maybe we have to settle for the P3, potential P3, even though it's position 7 now. I think the guys who are in front of us had to stop yet. So this will be a potential third place, so which is good enough, starting from P8 and also with a top 4 car, top 5 car, I think. It's somewhere between McLaren and maybe a Ferrari. So in between these two, I think Aston Martin comes. So with that car, I think podium finish is good enough. But maybe let's see whether we can catch Verstappen. So I'm catching slowly, but 2.7 seconds, it's a bit too much, especially in this car and against Verstappen, 95 rated. So, but let's see, let's wait and see. I think maybe Verstappen can catch Hamilton, possible. I think, I'm not sure. Let's wait and see. But anyway, we have plenty of time, plenty of laps to go, I think. But I'm only concern is by the time I reach the end of this Dutch Grand Prix, my only concern is Perez should not catch us. So that's the only thing, because Perez is also in a Red Bull, which is a faster car similar to Verstappen. So I'm trying to push here. So maybe that would be a bad sign the later stage of this race, because as more and more you push, I think you lose the tire grip, and that will give my position back to Perez, and maybe the Perez will hunt me down in the final few laps. Let's just wait and see. Currently I don't see he has the pace to catch me, so he's somewhere around 3.3 seconds behind us, and also Verstappen is 3 seconds ahead of us. So we are currently in the middle of two Red Bulls sandwiched between them. But let's hope for that nothing happens to us, no mistakes, no nothing, and then we should be able to maintain this position pretty much easily, and also get the podium for the Dutch Grand Prix. So for the home Grand Prix of Ackerman as well as Verstappen, so both of us in podium, good for the fans, I guess. So let's wait and see. So moving to last lap, guys, as you can see, Perez has caught us and Verstappen has pulled away from us. So yeah, that's how it is. We lost the performance in the tires, and I'm just struggling to keep the car in the track, and that gave an opportunity for Perez to come back at us, and it's only a 0.4 of a second behind us. It's very, very close, and one mistake away, and Perez just overtakes us very easily. So especially we have to be very careful in the second section, especially where the corners are very tight and very fast corners. As you can see in this corner, I made a mistake, as you can see. I think Perez is there. I mean, I made a slight mistake by going wide there, and Perez has caught us. So that's what we have lost. So much of grip we have lost because of tire performance. As you can see how I went wide there, and Perez caught us. So even though he had the inside line, he had to back out of it because I was in front. So that's what you should be doing it, and that's what Hamilton did not do. And that cost Max Verstappen his race, and as well as 26 points there in the British Grand Prix. But anyway, that's how it is. So if you don't back out, and crash is imminent, and good for Perez that he backed out. At least AI is better than real life, guys, I guess. But anyway, moving on to this final lap, final few corners, and the last bank section, one of a kind in different tracks. And that's it, guys. Podium for Ackerman. So it's very good for him, especially in the Dutch Grand Prix. So he's showing his pace, as well as showing his bosses that he's not old, as well as he's showing Jackson that he's still there, one of the best, if not the best. And he got a podium similar to what Jackson got in season 2 of F1, season 2 of Breaking Point. And in season 3, Ackerman is showing that he can also get a podium, especially in the home race. And if you've seen my previous episodes of Breaking Point, I think chapter 4, I think it was a home race for Jackson where he got a puncture and got good points there. But this time Ackerman got a podium finish in his home Grand Prix. That's huge, especially in front of your fans, as well as Max Verstappen got P2. It's fine. I mean, at least in the podium, maybe a win would have been nice, similar to how Hamilton got a win victory in Silverstone in real F1 2021 this week. But anyway, I think we got a nice podium out of it, and maybe we get some recognitions and also fan following more
really
than others. Anyway, let's move on to the media.
A podium finish today, Casper, here in front of your home crowd. How does it feel?
Obviously, it feels great. Any options would be fine, I guess.
Well, for me, what really makes this track special is the fans. I know the Dutch F1 fans are really excited to have a Grand Prix in the Netherlands again. They're here for Max too, of course, but their support means a lot, and I'm pleased to be able to give them something to cheer today.
And the fastest lap too today. Is that something you expected?
Oh, I got a fastest lap. I did expect that.
It's realistically not something you think you're going to get too often, so no, I can't say we expected it. But it's certainly a welcome surprise. Every point counts, so come the end of the season, we might be more grateful for it than we realize.
How is everything at Aston Martin? Are spirits high? Is the team happy?
Yeah, team should be happy.
Yes, of course. We've had a bit of a bumpy start, but we're looking to rectify that, and thankfully we got a lot of races left, so we're looking forward to the season ahead. But the only thing you can ever really focus on is the next race, so that's what I'll be looking to do.
Appreciate your time.
Okay, let's continue for post-race. A cutscene.
Hey man, great race today.
Thanks.
Nice one, Casper. Can't argue with that performance. Shame your teammate couldn't bring himself to congratulate you.
Nah, well, he's just a kid.
The kid who's getting signed by Mercedes.
So they say.
Never gonna happen.
No?
You keep a secret?
Yeah, sure.
I've been approached.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Keep it under your hat, but talks are going well. So you're gonna have to get on with Jackson for a little while longer.
Yeah, well, we get on fine.
That's not what I heard.
Yeah?
I was chatting with one of your mechanics. He had some very interesting things to say about Jackson. You know what his problem is, don't you?
Go on.
Thinks you're getting too old. Says you're not fast enough anymore.
Too old?
Hey, mate, his words, not mine. You want my advice? Prove him wrong. See, he should respect you like I do. Great race out there today, buddy. Yeah? Ciao.
So, interesting conversation between Ackerman as well as Devon Butler. And Jackson, I see that he was a bit upset, but anyway, I don't know. I mean, the similar thing happened between Jackson and Butler in the season 2, where he also told that bad things about Ackerman, and also Ackerman tried to stop him from signing, stop Jackson from signing, all these things. Anyway, we'll listen to Zoe.
Hey,
Hey, Lily's dancing in the garage. It's hilarious. Can you come?
just catching up on a few things.
Sure. Hey, I booked us a restaurant for tonight.
What about Lily?
Your mother's happy to take care of her.
Great, then I can't wait.
Reason to celebrate, right?
Yeah. Thanks, Zoe. See you later.
Bye.
Yeah, so coming back to the season 2, where Devon Butler had some interesting conversation with Jackson and saying that Ackerman stopped him from signing. And this calls, yeah, come on, Hayden Jackson. Okay,
Casper,
let's listen.
I missed you just now.
What do you want?
I just wanted to say congratulations for today. That was some race.
I'm busy, Aiden.
Oh, sure.
Bye.
Yeah, so impact of Devon's conversation previously, which in the cutscene, I think is Ackerman is upset because Jackson told Ackerman is pretty old. It seems that's what Devon Butler told Ackerman. I think Ackerman believes that, and also Jackson also believed. I think in the last season that Ackerman tried to stop him from signing, but maybe it's Butler's epic story. I think he's trying to do something there, and also Butler said that Mercedes is looking for him. I don't know what Mercedes wants to do there, but anyway, let's wait and see, guys, for the next chapters. And thank you for watching.